Hey everybody, Carl here. This is going to be a fairly quick two-part video. Probably not going to be quick at all. Anyway, two-part video. We're doing drop-down tailgate on the YJ. I've always wanted to have a tailgate that works like a regular tailgate on a Jeep instead of a swing out where, you know, you're trying to load something and you get blasted by it. So, got this extra tailgate with the Jeep. Kid who I bought it or got it from gave me this and a bunch of other stuff, including these hinges, which I believe are factory, not factory, but I believe they're the hood hinges. This came in a kit of just some cheap hinges for it. The hinges that are on it are the factory ones. They're perfectly fine. It is a little rattly. Not the best quality stuff, but they'll do for this. So, the general training thought here is take the tailgate, put some hinges on the bottom, reinforce it from the back, reinforce the bottom of the tub on the YJ. Use the factory latch because it's already there, it exists, and it'll do just fine. I don't think I'm going to need one on this side because there's not going to be a huge amount of load on it. It's not like I'm going to be strapping a refrigerator to the back of it or anything. I'm just mainly doing this so I have a nice place to work when it's, you know, I'm out on the trail and something breaks, or I'm out on the trail and I want to cook lunch and I put my camp stove somewhere that's not going to fall over and not somewhere that the tailgate's just going to swing back and smack me, and then I have to deal with the soft top always falling down because it doesn't stay up in the back. So, drop down tailgate. Basically I marked out where I want them, where I want the hinges, where it's going to look semi-symmetrical. Need to get rid of the spots where the factory hood hinges were, or the tailgate hinges. I want to delete all these little nutserts out of there because I don't need them. Then essentially drill some holes for that side. So I'm going to bolt the tailgate on. I could just weld it back to it, but I want to build a little structure behind them so, you know, you can sit on the thing without bending the tailgate all to hell. Because that side of it's just the skin, and where the original hinges are, it's reinforced so it doesn't get ripped out. At first I was thinking about using like factory style hinge, and I actually started going through and I made a nice little mechanical stop for it so the tailgate would only go down that far, then I'd support the rest with cables and another part of the tub. But I realized if I have bottom of the tub is this hand, tailgate's this hand, if I do that, I'm going to have all that gap for stuff to fall down through, and it's going to cause it to arc out. So I don't think it would clear the soft top too well. So these, if I position it just right, I'm not really going to have any sort of swing out compared to those other hinges. So these are not as beefy. They don't have the nice bushing in them like those do, but not really going to be a huge issue because it's got a seal, and as long as it latches right, it shouldn't rattle. So I'm going to get started now. I guess I'm going to, first thing, that's all marked up, so I just need to drill it. First thing, I'm going to drill that, and then we're going to cut some access panels on the backside to reinforce the door skin. Alright, those holes are drilled. And just gonna live right there. Now to make an access hole on the back side. Take my tape measure, 2-inch in, say 6-inch to the furthest I can go by 6. So 2-inch from the outer door seal, or the outer door edge, not the inner here where the door seal is. So that's as far that way as we can go. That's as far that way as we can go. And now I gotta remove this cover, which is easy peasy. Put all the hardware in a sandwich bag so I don't lose it. Like half the hardware is lost on my workbench right now. As much as I try to be, I am not an organized person. And 6-inch. Now honestly, probably what I'll do is cut here, here, and here. Leave this and just bend it out. I don't need to cut it out all the way, I don't believe. So I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna cut these out, stack them together, clamp them, then drill for the holes, and then drill a few more holes so I can spot weld it to the back side of the tailgate. And then that's probably gonna be about it. I was thinking about welding nuts to this, and it clamps it like that, but I think I'll just, I still might do that. But I'm still gonna weld this solid so I have, so like this piece doesn't escape through the tailgate. I'll cut them out quick. All right, they're roughly cut out to the shape and size they need to be. Not looking for perfection on these pieces. I don't really care. They don't need to be perfect. Better how much I center them on right. Better how much I center my center. Really old for me. Alright, it fits now, so I'm gonna pull it out, give a little bit of weld-through primer on the back side of it, and then throw it in front of the heater so it gets nice and warm. Alright, sometime later, welded some nuts to that plate, painted it, and prepped that. I'm gonna pull that back down and weld it shut, and then do the same on that side. Fast forward, I got that plate in, got that all welded up, got the nuts on the back, ready to go on. Weld up that hole for the original gate. Need to do that one, this one yet. Need to finish that up. Not going for perfect there, going for good enough. Then I'll probably plug weld those. Might just leave them for now. I might put like a little rack or something on here for some storage of some sort. I'm not sure, so I might just leave them. We'll see. Maybe I'll put like a like can or something on it, mount, so then I can, you know, won't matter if it's flipped down. It'll be a sealed container, whatever I put in there. But yeah, we'll see. I might leave those, might not. Yeah, I'm gonna finish welding those up and then grind them down and bolt the other hinge up and see how it looks. Then weld the back side of that shut and go from there. Then tomorrow's going to be figuring out the Jeep side of it. So, I'll give you an update here once I get this done. Alright, well that's pretty much this side of it done. I need to, do some body work and paint, obviously. But I'll do that after I kind of get it all squared away on the Jeep. So part 2 is going to be actually mounting it to the Jeep and bracing the tub of the Jeep, and then doing the cables for the drop down feature. It'll look a little something like this on the Jeep, but not on a bench. So then hit the lever and down she goes. I think it looks pretty decent for the moment. I mean, hinges are kind of meh, but whatever. They were free. They came with the Jeep. Not going to complain. So this is basically YJ and actually TJ. I mean, sure, this stuff is pretty damn universal, but this is pretty much the DIY. This is the way I'm doing my DIY drop tailgate. Maybe using half the material cost of buying a drop tailgate kit and all the machinery you have to use to make it. Doesn't quite add up, but whatever. I didn't have to buy something. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, see you in part 2. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if this was any bit useful for you. There'll be more later. Alright, see you.